Thank you. Please rise, and gentlemen, remove your hats, and women, for the pledge, which will be led by Roukaya Najdi, followed by the national anthem performed by the FHA choir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
This one? Okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, parents, students, and staff. I would like to welcome our guests today. Board Trustee Mary Lane, Board Trustee Mr. Thorpe, Board Trustee Ms. Nasser, Board Trustee Mr. Berry, Board Trustee Hammoud, our Superintendent, Dr. Maleyko, our Executive Director, Dr. Jill Choco, Ms. Maysam Ali, Human Resource Executive Director. We have Tim Gazinski, who's in charge of building. We have Mr. Andrews in charge of transportation. Hi, we have Ms. Rolla Gates, coordinator of special ed. And we have Ms. Dr. Ball in charge of security. And then I'd like to welcome our staff. Oh, we have Mr. Tom Wall, Director of Business Services, Executive Director. And welcome our administrators and counselors. Let's give them a big applause. Too many. Congratulations, class of 2018. We are so proud of you. As a school district, we pride ourselves on students being first. We hope we inspired you, provided you with a college and career-ready education. And finally, today we celebrate you and your accomplishments. Once again, congratulations in class of 2018. Mr. Al-Sirsi will provide the welcome in Arabic.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى معلم البشرية النبي الأمي الهاشمي ورضي الله عنه عن أصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين أما بعد الضيوف الأفاضل أولياء الأمور الكرام السيدات والسادة أبناؤنا وبناتنا الطلاب والطالبات سلام الله عليكم ورحمته وبركاته اسمحوا لي أن أشكركم على تجشمكم العناء واقتطاع الغالي من وقتكم لحضور هذا الحفل الذي ازداد نورا وبهاء بتشرفكم له ونسأل الله العلي القدير أن يوفقنا وإياكم لما يرضيه السادة الحضور إننا مجتمعون اليوم الآن في هذا اليوم الفارق في حياتنا وحياة أبنائنا لنحتفل وإياهم بيوم تخرجهم من هذا الصرح التعليمي العظيم فورتسون المكان الذي درسوا فيه ونهلوا من العلم في أروقته ليبدأوا جزءا جديدا من حياتهم آملين أن يكون دائما موفقون في خطاهم ماضون على الضرب السليم أبنائي وبناتي الخريجين إن طريق العمل ليس مفروشا بالظهور كما أنه ليس بالطريق الوعر وأهم ما ينبغي علينا معرفته هو أن إتقان الخطوات اللازمة لطريق النجاح هو هدفنا إنها تجارب حياتية وخبرات شخصية ومهارات فنية يحسن بنا جميعا التعلم منها والاستفادة والإيمان بأن طريق الألف ميل يبدأ بخطوة نشكركم جميعا على كريم حضوركم وحسن استماعكم آملا أن تدوم اللقاءات بيننا على طريق العلم والمعرفة وأسأل الله الجميع مزيد من التوفيق والسداد وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up our Superintendent, Dr. Maleyko, to say a few words.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up. No, we're not going to have a snow day. Not in this weather. Sorry, students. 80 degrees, come on. Good evening, Tractors. Congratulations to our graduating seniors in the class of 2018. I want to mention that this usually is the most challenging to speak at of all the events because of the echo off of the crowd, but it's also the largest, and that's why. So give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you, staff, parents, board members, guests for being here this evening. I know this is a very busy time of year with all the events, banquets, and concerts going on across the districts. I have to admit, I've fallen a little bit behind in some of my emails and other correspondence. I was wondering, if you don't mind, would it be okay for me to take a few minutes here and catch up on some of my graduation cards that I need to write? I have a few here, if I could just take a minute, just a minute. Dear graduate, dare to do great things in life. Unless, of course, your new roommate from the UP dares you to go swimming in the pond in front of the dorms in the middle of January. Dear graduate, you are the future. And for those of you who don't know, the future will be the new name of the latest Marvel superhero to have his own television series starting this fall on Hulu. Dear graduate, can't wait to see where life will take you. Hopefully it will be further than the police car took your crazy Uncle Skeeter after his graduation ceremony back in '92. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a few minutes. I feel much better now. Knocking off my to-do list. Anyway, it's a very busy time of year, and I would like to thank all of our school staff members, principals, and especially our teachers. All of you have worked very hard to ensure our graduates have earned the privilege to be here this evening. I also want to thank our parents and family members. Your support throughout the years has played a huge part in the success of these students. The night spent helping with homework, driving to games and practices, volunteering in the classroom, or simply just making sure your child spent a few minutes reading each day, all contributed to helping your child become a better student and a better person. Your actions have taught a valuable lesson, a lesson about how doing little things can make a big difference. Our teachers do it every day. They take great pride in their work and do all those little things that go beyond teaching the lessons. Teachers take an interest in their students as people, make them feel valued, and build relationships. Each and every one of you crossing the stage this evening has the power to make a difference. No matter how big the task or how small the job, always take pride in your work. Let people know they are valued. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. So take a moment to share a random act of kindness and watch the difference it can make. Let me prove it to you. Kailana Dahlia Darwish, where are you at? Come on up here right now. Kailana, where's Kailana? Come on up, come on up. Lena Al-Hawadi, come on up here. Anthony Polo, come on up here. Amar H. Hamadi and Musa Anani, come on up here to Dr. Chokol and Miss Ali Bazi. I want to thank these students for their hard work, but more importantly, I just want to let them know how much we appreciate them being part of the Dearborn Public Schools. I want to wish them all the best, and as a small token of appreciation, we have a few $10 gift cards to Starbucks and Panera. Thank you, students. And if we can make a few of our graduates happy, why not spread that kindness to some of our guests here tonight? Mr. Mustonen, Director of Communications, is here in the stands. See him? He's the guy with the wave. Mr. Mustonen also has some gift cards to distribute out in the stands. Thank you, guests, for joining us here this evening. We appreciate you for doing your best each and every day to support the students. Great job, Mr. Mustonen. All right, moving on. In an interview with Scholastic magazine, Colin Powell, the first African American to serve as U.S. Secretary of State, said, "By doing my best every day, day after day, year after year, I finally got to the top. Being important isn't as important as doing your best every day." The story of Colin Powell, son of immigrant parents, raised in the South Bronx, is not only about hard work, but reinforces the value in always doing your best and approaching each day with a positive attitude. How many of us can think of someone like Colin Powell? I can. Bill, who works at our board office, exemplifies this positive approach each and every day, as he ensures that our building is very presentable for our employees and our guests. It is quite refreshing to work with him. He enjoys coming to work and takes pride in his job. He is extremely proud of the work that he does because he is making a positive difference with the employees and guests at the board office. There are many Bills in this world, and they energize us with their passion for life, and it is contagious. I believe in this. For me, the glass is always half full, never half empty. As our graduates set off on new endeavors, I encourage them to focus their time and energy on those aspects of life that are within their control. And when you face tough or adverse situations, and trust me, you will, I urge you to keep working hard. Never let mediocrity set in, and above all, keep a positive attitude. I encourage you all to follow the philosophy of General Colin Powell and be like Bill. Graduates, during my time as superintendent over the past 3 years, I can think of many situations where you have inspired me, provided me with optimism and great hope for the future. When I see you in the schools and interact with you, and yes, of course, take those selfies with the vision sign. Where's Dr. Ball? Come on, stand up, Dr. Ball. Yeah. See what I mean? They're requesting selfies. They encourage, and I didn't hear, encourage me to post it on Instagram. That's the second part. Yeah. I am full of life and energy due to your enthusiasm, passion, and optimism for making a greater difference in society. Author Stephen Covey said, all of us can consciously decide to leave behind a life of mediocrity and to live a life of greatness at home, at work, and in the community. No matter what our circumstances may be, such a decision can be made by each and every one of us. Graduates, make that decision to lead a life of greatness. Take pride in all that you do. Never lose sight of your own capacity to reflect, change, and continually grow. Keep developing your skills and talents, because your undiscovered abilities could lead you down a path that ends up making the biggest difference in your life or in the lives of those around you. Always remember, you don't need to change the whole world. Just make a difference in the life of one person, and that may bring about a world of change. Congratulations, be safe, and enjoy the summer.
Call up Trustee Ms. Fadwa Hammoud to say a few words.
Good evening, tractors. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to welcome everyone to Fordson High School's 2018 commencement ceremony. All right. I extend this welcome to school administrators, faculty, and most importantly, you. To you, our graduating students, your family, and your friends. But before I congratulate you, I must thank you. I hope you know that you are the reason we do what we do. You are the motivation, the inspiration, and the purpose behind the hard work that makes this district as great as it is. You are my hope for a better future. And our hope. You are this district and this city's ambassadors. You are the generation that is already breaking glass ceilings. And this past year, you have proven that you are stronger and more informed on important issues like safety and education than many adults in this country. You have shown that you are fearless and aren't afraid to take on some of this country's most controversial issues. And we've been inspired as we watch you and your peers walk out and not sit back while participating in movements like Never Again and many others. So thank you. As I was trying to gather my thoughts, trying to think of what message I wanted to relay to you today, I couldn't think of anything more appropriate than this. My hope for you is to go out there and take action. Every story you've connected with, every leader you've admired, every puny little thing that you've ever accomplished is the result of taking action. The question isn't who is going to let you. The question is who is going to stop you. And your diversity, embrace it. Your differences don't make you weak. You are the source of your strength, and you and your diversity is what makes this country so great. The world will benefit and learn from you, and today we are all tractors. You graduating from high school today happened by design. It is not a fluke or an accident. Our district has high academic standards for you to meet. And we have dedicated staff who have been there to guide you and to challenge you. Plus, you have friends and family who place high priority on education and who have been there to assist and support you when you needed it. Seniors, please stand and join me in thanking the staff members, family members, and friends whose without their support, you would not be here today. So to them, let's give them a standing round of applause. Myself and the other members of the school board salute your success. Your new challenge is to continue to stretch and extend your abilities and know that this is just the beginning. Yes, you are the future. The world is yours, and there is nothing that you cannot accomplish. Congratulations, class of 2018. The world awaits you.
Thank you. Next, your class president will address you, Roukaya Najdi.
Good evening. Salamu alaikum and Ramadan Kareem to those participating. Life consists of 2 days, one for you and one against you. When it's for you, don't be proud or reckless. And when it's against you, be patient. For both days are a test for you. This anecdote, as short as it may be, has been sitting in my heart heavy for the last 4 years. High school is no joke, as each day brings good news and bad news and bundles, and there's no stopping them or slowing down the incoming load. We have learned to carry overbearing amounts of stress while still avoiding all signs of sleep deprivation. We have become masters at exceeding despite our circumstance, as extenuating as they may be. But we should not be ignorant enough to think that after high school, we will no longer struggle that way. We are leaving here today with the capacity to overcome and find the fruit and struggles on the good days and the bad ones, because, my dear classmates, no day is a waste. Never allow one to be. As we embark this new chapter in our lives, we will be encountering our fair share of successes and our fair share of failures. My dear classmates, we should be prideful while maintaining humility. Even though the world we are about to enter is not the world we were told about in stories as young children. It is not the perfect rainbow-fulfilled, bright and peaceful place we dreamed of all these years. The world we are entering is, whom are we kidding? The world is unstable. It's important we face this reality because, my dear classmates, we have a job to do. As Fordson graduates and humans, we have a responsibility. I am well aware of what I'm asking us to take on. I mean, filling this world with love while it's being usurped seems just as impossible as tiling the ocean. Luckily for us, Fordson has equipped us with the intelligence, benevolence, and perseverance it takes to inspire, educate, and mend the world. I'd like to thank my family and my Fordson family. I'd like to congratulate you, my dear classmates, and I'd like to congratulate our parents. Our successes are their successes. The future shall come one day at a time. In each day, carry and spread confidence. In each day, share love. In each day, remember patience. And each day, remember this. My brothers and sisters, my companions, my fellow humanitarians, my equals, we are the immigrants. We are the sons and daughters of immigrants. We are the children of factory workers, teachers, grocers, doctors, engineers, stay-at-home moms, and everything in between. We are all the impossibles that became possible. We are all the oppressors that became liberated. We are the tenacity and sacrifice of our parents. We are all the nobodies who became somebodies. We are Fordson Tractors. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. The next speaker is our senior speaker, Alabas Farhat.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now, to those of us today that are fasting, I'd like to extend a warm Ramadan Mubarak. I see you. But today is the culmination of 4 years of your hard work. 4 years of coming day in and day out. But this diploma is more than just that. This diploma is the culmination of the sacrifices and struggles of all those we've encountered along the way. The teachers who stayed after to help us. The counselors who wrote us a last-minute letter of rec. And the parents who did all they could to provide us the opportunities that we had. Reflecting back on my time at Fordson, as I suggest all you do, what stood out to me was that in my 4 years, it was full of many firsts. The first football game, the first all-nighter, the first time, well, I stayed up till 2 a.m. But it was also full of the first real taste of what life had. You see, in school, the rules to succeed were clear. Things were made simple by our teachers and counselors. But now we step into the uncertainty of life. With that comes the fact that nothing is guaranteed. Success is not guaranteed. But this does not mean that we are doomed to fail, but instead that our limits are as high as we choose to set them. Now, most of us today have earned this diploma through our grit, dedication, and ambitious drive. The same drive that has been the marquee trait of any Fordson tractor, especially those of us who've taken AP Calc. The same grit that drove the ambitions of a young William Brem to give back to a high school that has given us so much. You see, Fordson isn't just another high school. Standing as a beacon of excellence, Fordson welcomed thinkers, innovators, and thinkers. But most importantly, it welcomed those hoping to establish themselves. Fordson is much more than the first $1 million high school. It was a means to new highs for immigrant families. The same families that sit in these stands and the daughters and sons who sit in these seats. You see that Fordson has imparted us all a gift which is beyond measure. And I ask all my friends to not forget the impact Fordson has had. We carry these experiences and opportunities with us for all our lives. Moments like today, ones in which the community stop and appreciate and recognize the accomplishments of the next generation. Now, this chapter of life starts to close. And I say to you all, enjoy this time. A new chapter of life is opening. But that does not mean we're going to face it alone. Fordson has been our home away from home for the past 4 years. And so when you find your success, it's important to come back and pay forward those opportunities it's afforded us. But I'll leave you with this, some wise words, if you will. Quoting the great President Barack Obama, quote, "I'm asking you to believe in your ability to make change." My friends, these words hold true in this community more than any other. Your limits are boundless, and as such, let your actions be just as ambitious. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Ms. Abdelbaki will introduce the class of 2018 salutatorian. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Abdelhadi.
Good evening, graduates, parents, staff, and community members. Assalamu alaikum and Ramadan Mubarak. Stories of triumph and perseverance are not shared as often as they should be. Stories of families and individuals who were given an opportunity against all odds and prevailed despite the obstacles and tragedies they endured on their path. These stories give us all hope, but rarely headline the news. I am fortunate to have the privilege of introducing this year's salutatorian, as he not only brings to fruition the hopes of immigrant parents, but he is the American dream personified. This year's salutatorian is a very ambitious, hardworking young man who has earned a GPA of 4.4792. This student couldn't achieve his accomplishments without the guidance of his supportive family. His father, Dr. Ali Abdul Samad Alada, who immigrated from Syria in 1982 and earned a PhD in mechanical engineering. His mother, Shikaya, lovingly raised our salutatorian along with his 4 siblings, Hammoud, Nada, Nora, and Ahmad. He is an AP scholar with distinction and was dedicated DCMST honors student for 4 years. During his time at Fordson, our salutatorian also successfully completed dual enrollment classes at the University of Michigan, Dearborn. That included challenging subjects such as Calculus 1, 2, and 3, Computer Science for Data Scientists, and Discrete Structures. He was a senator on the student council and founding member of the Fordson Chess Club. Outside of school, he completed an impressive internship with Ford Motor Company, where he worked on in-vehicle infotainment software development project. For the 2 of you in the stands, along with Ali's dad, who knows what that means, I salute you. Ali, please explain that to me one day. Where are you? Get up here. This student will be attending University of Michigan, Ann Arbor in the College of Engineering this fall. I'm delighted to introduce you to the 2018 salutatorian, Ali Alada. Oh, hold on, let me grab that. Congratulations, Ali. Thank you. At this time, I'll call Mr. Abdelbaki to announce the valedictorian.
Good afternoon, parents, staff, and of course, my favorite 2018 seniors. No more texts from me, so you guys probably happy about that. Okay. This year's valedictorian is a very hardworking young lady who has earned a cumulative grade point average of 4.4844. Her hard work ethic stems from her family's support and dedication to education. Her father, Bashir, immigrated to the United States from Pakistan at the age of 17. He is now an engineer and program manager at Delphi. The student's mother, Miriam, came to the United States in the 1990s and has also earned 2 master's degrees. She has 3 siblings: Amina, who's a student at Wayne State University, Muhammad, a 10th grader here at Fordson, and her youngest sibling, Ahmed, who is an 8th grader at Woodworth Middle School and will soon be a tractor himself. So welcome, Ahmed. This outstanding young lady was one of the recipients of the William Brehm Scholarship this year, which have afforded her a full ride to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. But she also has been recently accepted into a very well-known Ivy League school, which she's choosing to attend. So this fall, our valedictorian will be starting college at Harvard University. She aspires to pursue research in her future. This student is very active in extracurricular activities since she was the president of Art Club, president of the Book Club, bulletin editor of Key Club, a member of Link Crew, NHS, Access Acts, and TGI, which is the Teen Grant Making Initiatives. She was also on the Fordson tennis team during all 4 years. This student is a multimedia artist who expresses herself through visual arts and writing. She was chosen as the senior artist from Fordson for her work, and it was displayed at the Dearborn Civic Center for all to enjoy. She is also the author of several poems that have been published in professional poetry anthologies that are sold across the country. It is with my extreme pleasure and my honor to introduce our very distinguished 2018 valedictorian, Fatima Taj. I'll miss you, seniors.
She's not going to see any of you next fall. All right, before I continue, I want to recognize our feeder school staff, principals, teachers, resource people who are attending today. If you can please rise so we can thank you. Thank you very much. I will now recognize the cords. Students with a gold cord have earned the highest honors, 7 semesters with a 3.0 and above. Please stand to be acknowledged. Thank you. Students with a blue and white cord have earned high honors, GPA of a 3.5 and 3.79 for 7 semesters. Please stand to be acknowledged. Students with a silver cord have earned honors, GPA of a 3.0 to 3.49 for 7 semesters. Please stand to be acknowledged. Thank you. Students with a green and white cord have scored proficient on the Michigan MSTIP assessment in all areas. These students have earned the MSTIP Proficiency Award. Students with a green and white cord, please rise to be acknowledged. Thank you. Students with a dark blue and green cord are part of the Henry Ford Collegiate Academy, which provides students an opportunity to earn both a high school and associate degree. Students who are part of the Henry Ford Collegiate Academy, please rise to be acknowledged. National Honor Society is a national organization that recognizes outstanding high school students based on scholastics, leadership, service, and character. Students with an NHS soul, please rise to be acknowledged. Thank you. Students who have earned the seal of biliteracy have demonstrated proficiency in multiple languages through completion of coursework and demonstration of oral and written proficiency. Please rise to be acknowledged. Thank you. The Michael Berry Career Center Honors Cord is given to outstanding students who enrolled in the Career and Technical Education program at the Michael Berry Center. In order to qualify, the students had to meet the following criteria: academic excellence of 3.0 overall GPA, 3.5 GPA at the Michael Berry Center. Active participation in BPA, HOSA, or Skills USA, and actively participate in MBCC activities outside the classroom. Please rise to be acknowledged. Okay. He's saying try that. I will. The Dearborn Center for Math, Science, and Technology, DCMST, concentrates on a science, technology, engineering, and math, utilizing inquiry approach to learning. These students have concluded the DCMST program with 12 STEM credits and therefore earned the DCMST tri-colored orange, white, and blue cord. Please rise to be acknowledged. Okay, we're all set. Thank you.